the single mom of Emmy, 6. Emmy is my only child. She's been sick since she was 2. And I'm going to be honest, she likely won't make it into 10. Her dad left us when she got sick. Emmy spends 1 week in the hospital, then 1 week at home. Because of this, the last time I was able to send her to school was 2 years ago, when we were able to do preschool 3 hours a day, 2 days a week. And they still wore masks. Now, the only time she's been around other kids is when she's in the hospital. Emmy hates sharing her toys, so I try not to make her do it. Usually, when she see her cousins, I buy something like a big pack of chalk or a gallon of bubbles, and I tell her this for everybody, but that's the only time that she'll share. My sister and her 2 daughters, 5 and 7, are living with us temporarily. It's been difficult for everyone. At first, I switched rooms with Emmy and put all 3 girls in the master, but Emmy hated sharing rooms and said the girls was always touching her stuff. So we switched back, and I put the girls in the spare room with their mom. My sister is complaining that the room is too crowded, so she's staying on a cot in my office, but apparently that's also uncomfortable, so she wants the girls to share again. My sister does not pay any rent. Her husband sends her $500 a month to help pay for their groceries, and she helps with Emmy while I'm working. My job is pretty flexible, so I am able to watch her while I work. They've also been complaining that I take Emmy on weekend trips without them. Emmy just spent a week in the hospital, and we came home Saturday. My niece's beds were moved into Emmy's room, and her toys were everywhere. I confronted my sister, and she said Emmy isn't using her room or her toys at the time, and that little girls should be sharing with each other. I told her that Emmy has already made it clear that she does not want to share her room or her toys, and that her room needs to be the way she left it at the end of the day. She says that I'm being unfair, so I snapped at her that I would be prioritizing my kid over her ungrateful self and her kids, and that if she can't get over my kid not sharing, she needs to find somewhere else to live. They did fix Emmy's room, but they haven't been talking to us. At this point, I'm thinking about kicking them out. Anyways, am I the asshole for telling her she needs to get over my kid not sharing or move out? Okay, OP, first of all, I sympathize with you and your sick daughter, and I pray a healing over her, and I pray that she's able to be here with you for as long as God allows her to be. So with that being said, hell no, you are not the asshole. You are not the asshole. So I understand that from your update that your sister is also going through some personal issues in her life dealing with her kids. That's why she had to move out of her house to move into your house, because there's an issue with the stepson being around her girls. So I don't know. I can say that she has no right to dictate how you run your household, and if your daughter has boundaries as far as her room and her toys, then they should abide by it. I understand that her little girls are 5 and 7, so they probably wouldn't know any different. So what y'all should do is just buy some separate toys that well, like you said that you was already doing. You were buying bubbles and chalk so that everybody can play with it, but have some separate toys that the girls can play with, or even go get a replica of whatever your daughter has, buy it for your nieces or something like that. But yeah, they have to stop overstepping your boundaries, because you're being very kind-hearted in allowing them to stay with you. And you said that she don't pay any rent, and you said that her husband sends her $500 a month to help buy her kids groceries. So she's pretty straight. I just don't like the fact that both of you guys have little issues going on. Little Emmy's sick, and then she's dealing with an issue at home to where she had to leave her own house, and now y'all are bumping heads over the kids. But everyone raises their kids differently, so she can't tell you how to raise Emmy. And like you said, Emmy has a limited time to be here, so let Emmy enjoy herself. And that's just it. You are not the asshole, and I pray that everything goes well with Emmy and your sister and her kids, and I pray that she can go back home soon, and you and Emmy can live y'all best life. So let's see what the people in the comments have to say. Your sister needs to leave. It isn't sustainable, and you and your daughter need a calm space where boundaries are respected. I agree with that. She needs to be peaceful in your home. You are doing nothing wrong. Don't listen or engage to anyone who thinks otherwise. You don't have to convince anyone. You don't have to persuade anyone. I get it, it's hard. No idea that your sister is going through, but sounds like a bigger conversation needs to happen. Entitled takers. Recognize them as such. They'll take and keep testing the boundaries until no more. You made it clear to your sister that your daughter has boundaries, and she still disrespected them. What is being done with the stepson? Why is he not allowed to stay in the family home, but your sister and kids have to live with you? See, that's what I'm saying. The sister is going through her own little issues. So this is a very touchy situation right here. If your daughter is chronically ill and in and out of the hospital, she has very little body autonomy or control. One of the few ways that you can assert control is over her belongings in her room. Don't let anyone take that from her. Not the asshole. Your daughter is chronically ill and in and out the hospital. Not the asshole. Your sister is living in your house, so she needs to respect your rules. Not the asshole. Aside from everything else, the germs at school children bring home is incurable. Not the asshole. Not only is it your house, your rules, but the lack of appreciation from your sister is outrageous. Not the asshole. I find it entirely reasonable that you put your daughter's comfort above that of your sister and your nieces. It doesn't seem as if they will comply, so just let the door hit them on their way out. Tell them to move out. You should be making memories with Emmy, since unfortunately you won't always have her. Not the asshole. Your sister and her children need a reality check. Here's the way to explain to your sister and her children. Emmy is sick. Sickness has control over her life. She can do nothing about it. It's scary having to change places all the time. One thing Emmy can do is to make a safe place for herself, so things aren't as scary when she's at home. There's a safe place where things are scary, and it's in her room and her toys. By taking or being in her room and playing with her toys, you make her safe place scary. Not the asshole. Kick them out. Just adding to everyone else. How disrespectful. Kick them out. The entitlement some people have is mind-boggling. Your sister's living rent-free in your place along with her 2 kids. At least someone expects from her in this situation, or even as a house guest, is to respect the rules of the household you are living in. Instead of sympathizing with the sick child, all your sister cares about is her convenience and the opportunity to let her kids play with stuff that doesn't belong to them. Kick them out anyway, not the asshole. Not the asshole. That's your home. They are guests there. If they can't be on their best behavior and be appreciated, then they can find somewhere else to go. So guys, I'm going to end it there. I would say 99% of the commenters agree that OP is not the asshole and that her sister needs to be kicked out. But like I said, at first I was for kicking the sister out until I read the update that the sister's going through some issues herself to where she can't even have her kids at home with her and her husband because the stepson. So I don't know what's going on with that. OP did not go into it. She just said that the kids couldn't be around the stepbrother. So that's why she took them in. So thank God that her sister did take them in. So I do agree that her sister needs to be a little bit more appreciative and just buy her kids their own toys and don't overstep Emmy's boundaries. So once again, I'm gonna say best of luck with Emmy and best of luck with your sister. See you in the next video. Peace. Good luck with your sister. See you in the next video. Peace. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and of course hit the notification bell so that you would know every time I put out a new video.